Everyone, distinguished guests, respected leaders of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, colleagues and friends joining us from across different parts of the world. Thank you for joining session branch. My name is Taiwo Toyosola, and it's my honor to serve you as your event host for today. Today actually marks a significant milestone as we celebrate 1 year of professional engagement, community building, and strengthening the network of HR professionals within the diaspora and globally. We have few guidelines today. Before we begin, kindly let's observe few guidelines. Please keep your microphone muted throughout the program unless invited to speak. Kindly drop your questions or comments in the chat box. The section is actually being recorded. We encourage participation during the panel session. Now, we would formally begin the program. I would like to respectively invite the branch treasurer, Margaret, to lead us in the opening prayer, which is the national anthem. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kemisola. So please, can we have the national anthem?
Oh, can you see my
We're
screen?
waiting for, no, not yet, Stanley.
Can you see my screen now?
No, not yet, please.
Good morning, everyone.
Can you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
This
morning,
is Chief Mrs. Love Ezema, FCIPM MNI.
Okay, 1 second. Nigeria, I will come back to you.
Stanley, we're waiting.
Can you see the screen?
Start the
You
screen.
see the
Start
screen,
it.
but
The
it's
time is
not,
on. Yes.
but it's not there.
Can you see the screen now?
Start.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, it's clear, but the, okay. Hold on, Stanley.
To tribe and tongue deliver, the brotherhood is Nigeria, so and practice our sovereign motherland. It's okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love Ezema. I can see you. God bless you.
Bless you, Pastor.
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who has joined us recently. So we would actually thank you for that anthem. We'll now proceed to the CIPM Code of Conduct. We will now proceed to reading the CIPM Code of Conduct. So I respectively invite the registrar to actually kindly take us through the Code of Conduct. Ms. Oluwatoyin Naiwo. Thank you so much.
Stanley, put it on the page.
Okay.
Stanley.
Yes, I'm coming.
My former Lagos chairman, my registrar, my treasurer, national treasurer, Love Ezema will read it if it's a registrar not on board. Our code of conduct. Mr. Stanley, please.
Okay.
Dr. Lev Esema was former Lagos State chairman, our national treasurer, and a great fellow, a grandmother living in America like any of us here.
I'm not living here. I just came for Obogo. I'm going
In
back.
spite of you are here. You are here.
I'll be going back next month. I need to attend the
Congratulations.
Lagos State. I need to attend the
And
Lagos State conference.
I
in
know
March.
you will like to be in Lagos.
Yeah.
Greetings to our people over there.
Yes, so we have a set of twins.
Oh, congratulations. That's double blessings.
Thank you.
Good. Okay, you help us read the code of conduct.
Okay. Please
the Southern Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria.
So that we can you read it after me. Our code of conduct. The Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria, as the apex regulatory body for human resource management practice in Nigeria, is committed to the highest possible standards of professional conduct and competency among its members. It's not coming. Okay, take it up now so that I can.
Okay.
As a member of the Institute,
I pledge Gabriel Okitibi CIPM pledge that I shall at all times
demonstrate competency,
carry out my duties and responsibilities with integrity and diligence.
Okay.
Demonstrate competence and ethical behavior in all my business, professional and personal activities.
Respect
the laws of the land. Promote, encourage, stable processes and procedures in the process of human resource management in the sphere of my influence. Endeavor to make personal decisions after consideration of which area may be one in defense of this code of conduct, and where there are conflicts between my professional obligations and the details of my job role. So help me God.
So I am so
it's okay.
Sorry, my view here, the thing is not showing very well. So I thank God that we all know our code of conduct and we abide by it. Thank you very much for reading it through.
God bless you for this prompt assignment. You did it well, man.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Love Ezima, for reminding us of our professional responsibilities. It is now my pleasure to invite the President and Chairman of the Governing Council of CIPM to deliver the opening speech, the opening address. That is President Uber. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, moderator. Please confirm you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
I can hear you clearly.
Yes, we can.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm not sure of who is on the call. I haven't had time to check, but I will just follow our protocol as it is. So pardon me if I take a little bit of a time. The Vice President, Mrs. Chidima Obiejesi, FCIPM, our National Treasurer, Mrs. Ogochukwu Egwonu, FCIPM, the Registrar and Chief Executive, Ms. Oluwatoyin, FCIPM, our immediate past President, Mr. Olusegun Majid, FCIPM, FNLI, elected council members, governing council members, fellows of our institute on the call, and let me specially recognize Mrs. Love, Dr. Love Ezema, FCIPM, past National Treasurer, the branch chairman, Pastor Gabriel Olukitibi, FCIPM.
Thank you, my president.
The immediate past chairman of our Canada branch, Professor Sam Bodunri, MCIPM, members of the USA branch executive, our distinguished panelists, Kemisola Kasali, ACIPM, Stanley Anukuocha, ACIPM, Kayode Ajibose, MCIPM, and our moderator, Taiwo Toyosola, our esteemed members and professional colleagues joining this call from around the world. Good morning to you all from wherever you are, and good afternoon to those of us who are joining from Nigeria. It is a profound honor to join you today as we celebrate the first anniversary of the CIPM USA branch. Like the chairman said, 1 year ago, we planted a seed in North America with the vision of uniting our professionals in the diaspora and strengthening the global reach of our great institute. Today, we celebrate the growth of that vision. To the leadership of the USA branch, I commend your resilience and commitment to maintaining the high standards of our institute, the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria. The theme of today's discussion, transforming talent acquisition, how artificial intelligence enhances recruitment and selection in modern organizations, is both timely and critical. As HR leaders, we are no longer just managing people. We're actually navigating a digital revolution. AI is not a replacement for the human in human resources. Rather, it is a powerful catalyst that allows us to remove unconscious bias through data-driven screening, enhance the candidate experience with real-time management, and shift our focus from administrative recruiting to strategic talent advisory. As we celebrate this anniversary, I charge every member of the USA branch to remain ambassadors of excellence. Let us leverage these technological advancements to position the Nigerian HR professional and the US HR professional as a globally competitive strategic partner. I look forward to the insights that our distinguished panelists will share today. On behalf of the Governing Council of your institute, I wish the CIPM USA branch a very happy anniversary and many more years of impactful service to the profession. Thank you all, and I wish us all a very productive session. Thank you for having me. Over to you, the moderator.
Thank you, President.
Thank you very much, Malam Ahmed.
A round of applause for my president, please.
Thank you.
Go ahead, moderator.
Thank you very much, sir, for the inspiring and insightful address. So we will now hear the welcome address from the chairman of the CIPM USA branch. Please kindly welcome the branch chairman, Pastor Gabriel Olukitibi, FCIPM. Welcome.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning to all of us in Eastern and Central and Pacific region. And good afternoon to everyone in Nigeria and overseas. Welcome address of the CIPM Chairman, USA Branch, on education of our first year anniversary. The protocols as released by the HQ. The President and Chairman of the Governing Council, Malam Hamed Dadan Gobir, FCIPM, FNI. The Vice President, Mrs. Sidima Obiejesi, FCIPM. The National Treasurer, Mrs. Ogoshuku Ogbuenu, FCIPM. Registrar Chief Executive, MS Oluwatoyin Naiwu, FCIPM. The immediate past President, Mr. Olusegun Mojeed, FCIPM. Elected council and esteemed elected council and council members, distinguished fellows on the call right away, esteemed members of the Institute globally, non-CIPM members and professional colleagues online, my executive members, CIPM USA branch, and the members, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to this epoch-making occasion of the CIPM USA branch 1 year anniversary. Holding on Zoom today, 21st February 2026. The President and Chairman of the Council, Malam Ahmed Dadan Gobir, FCIPM NNI, in his wisdom, mandated Madam Vice President, Mrs. Sidima Obiejesi, FCIPM, and the entire HQ staff under the able leadership of our amiable and dynamic Registrar Chief Executive, MS Oluwatoyin Nayo, CIPM, to reactivate, resurrect, and revisit the great work started by the immediate past President, Olusegun Majid, FCIPM NIN, on the establishment and inauguration and the sustainability of CIPM branches in the diaspora. The UK and Canada branches were put in place, and it was a successful hand. And at the end of his third term, every effort was put in place to establish and operate that of a USA. But it could not hold because it was not yet the appointed time. I remember at one of the promised programs of CIPM in Abuja, 2003. My take home then was the success of my successor is my success. So the relentless efforts that led to the establishment of a USA branch on the 14th of December 2024, we can see that the success of the successor is the success of what we are witnessing today. We have just celebrated the Day of Love on 14 February 2026. And just 7 days thereafter, our 1-year anniversary is taking place today. God's time is always the best. The thinking of every member of CIPM USA branch was to mark our 1-year anniversary on the due date of 14 December 2025. But due to circumstances beyond our control, it is coming up today. Man proposes, God disposes. Our day of inauguration will remain indelible in our hearts as a special day for us in USA branch. It was a day of call for service to God and humanity, call for unity of purpose, and for script, our popular CIPM message. We are here to serve true people. We jump into action and follow our work plan for 2025 to the letters, culminating in the modest achievements and as recorded in the midst of many challenges and issues too numerous to mention today. We focus our attention on the mandates given to us by the President and Chairman of the Governing Council that we should take membership drive with all seriousness that deserves our attention. More members join us through our collective efforts and collaboration with the HQ. Our new email address added glamour to our existence, and some members joined from far and near. We got members from California, from New York, from New Jersey, Florida, Chicago, Atlanta, Georgia, Virginia, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Washington State, Texas. Just to mention a few states in USA. However, due to different time zones in USA, that is East Standard Time, Central Standard Time, and Pacific Standard Time, we usually hold our meetings on Zoom courtesy of our amiable secretary, our PhD student, Stanley Anukosha, who is a great asset to the USA branch. We cannot but appreciate him for his time and energy spent at all times. All executive members and the entire members performed incredibly well throughout our 1 year of existence as a branch. We worked together as a team. We attended MCP together, same for HSRF and IC 2025. We registered together as a branch for all activities at the national and state levels. In fact, USA branch became a household name and a symbol of excellence in the committee of branch chairman and the development committee. We successfully hosted the president and his team during their visit to USA for 2025 SHRM on Zoom meeting. The beautiful outcome of that meeting led to the legal registration and incorporation of the USA branch in the state of Virginia, the seat of our secretariat and the resident of our amiable secretary, Mr. Stanley Anucha. I remember vividly that during the acceptance speech at the newly inaugurated chairman of CIPM branch on the 14th December 2024, I said that the newly born USA branch will host the president and his team within 1 year of our existence, and that actually came to pass to the glory of God. We are now ready to run for greater success, progress, and achievement in the journey of our second year of existence as a branch in the diaspora. Our panel discussion is on transforming talent acquisition, how artificial intelligence enhances recruitment and selection in modern organizations. Our panelists and the moderator are ready to do justice to the topic. Remember that education is the totality of experiences gained from cradle to grave. Learning has no end. We will continue to learn, unlearn, and relearn throughout the journey of our life. The panelists will open our eyes to see how AI is actually reshaping recruitment and selection processes, what the place of AI means for HR professionals, as well as men, money, and materials managers, the opportunities it presents, and the ethical and professional considerations that we must address as a profession. Deskovic was of the opinion that wisdom is not just about knowledge, but also about ability to reflect on one's own shortcomings and be open to change and growth. AI is for everyone. Don't be left behind. Join the multitude to do the right thing and be open to daily learning, improvement, and growth. You will be glad that you are on this call, as this section promises to be a practical and thought-provoking conversation based on both academic research and real-life experiences. John Maxwell said, if a man says he lives and looks back and finds no one following, is just taking a walk. We are here to walk the talk. You have our backing and to let you see what we are bringing to the table. You aren't seeing anything. This is America, the center of super excellence, and a place to prove yourself as an efficient and effective HR practitioner to the best of your ability. This message cannot be complete without making mention of the ongoing Ramadan month of fasting and the Christian Lent that started on the same day, Wednesday, 15th February 2026. To some people, it may be coincidental, but to me, it is spiritual, opening our eyes to the power of prayer and fasting for the peace of the world, of the whole world, and total trust in the Lord God Almighty for our good at all times. To our Muslim brothers and sisters, Ramadan Kareem. To all Christians all over the world, happy Lent season. Once again, you are all welcome to our first year anniversary. Relax and prepare to learn and take new things home, like I did 2003. The success of our successor is our success. And AI is how to teach you how to be a success. I thank you for your rapt attention and I appreciate you all for your patience, love, and understanding. God bless you all.
Thank you very
Over to you,
much,
moderator.
Pastor Gabriel Lukitsby, FCIPM, for that warm welcome. It's amazing how we have actually grown. I mean, I joined the inaugural meeting 1 year ago, and then looking back, we have grown thanks to the leadership, thanks to the executives, and also to all amazing members. Yeah, we did this. So we now move to the highlight of today's celebration, which is the panel discussion. The topic for today is transforming talent acquisition, how artificial intelligence enhances recruitment and selection in modern organizations. This conversation is particularly timely as HR professionals continue to navigate the intersection of technology, people, and organizational performance. In order to lead this discussion, I would like to invite our panel moderator, Indifrike Esen, MCIPM. Also, I will shortly introduce the panelists. We are also honored to have the following distinguished panelists: Hayode Ajibose, MCIPM, Kemisola Kasali, ACIPM, Stanley Anukocha, ACIPM. I will now hand over to the panel moderator. Thank you so much.
I think you are muted.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Taiwo. Thank you for the introduction. The President and Chairman of the Governing Council, CIPM, the Vice President, the Registrar, Branch Chairman, CIPM leaders, colleagues, distinguished guests, and friends. Thank you for joining us to celebrate our first anniversary. This milestone represents not just a year of existence, it's a year of professional community building and global engagement and thoughtful leadership in human resources. So to mark this milestone, as you have heard, I want to welcome you to this panel discussion on a very critical topic, a topic that is not just emerging, but fast accelerating. Our topic today, you've heard it, it's transforming talent acquisition, how artificial intelligence enhances recruitment and selection in modern organizations. And as I've been introduced, my name is Indi Frekesian, and I'll be moderating this session. As you know, AI is no longer a concept in human resources. It's screening resume, it's ranking candidates, it's predicting performance, it's reshaping workforce strategy. Talent acquisition is undergoing profound transformation. The real question is not whether AI will influence recruitment. I think the question now is, how do we lead transformation, this particular transformation, responsibly, strategically, and ethically as HR professionals? That is what this panel is going to unpack today across three main dimensions. We are going to be looking at AI strategy and innovation. We are going to be talking about ethics, fairness, and governance. And we are also going to look at the skills for the future and the evolving recruiter. So before we go ahead, let me briefly introduce further the panelists who are going to take on this assignment. They are a group of HR leaders and practitioners who are going to bring in diverse perspective and hands-on experience in this space. So first is Kayode Ajibose. He's a seasoned HR and talent management professional with cross-sector experience spanning manufacturing, consulting, and information technology. Prior to relocating to the United States, Kayode led strategic talent initiatives at Fintract. It's a software, a global financial technology firm based in Lagos, where he strengthened workforce capability and drove organizational performance. Kayode holds a master's degree in industrial and organizational psychology from Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, and a master's in industrial relations and personnel management from the University of Lagos. Kayode is a full member of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management and is a published HR researcher. Our second panelist is Kemisola Kasali. He's a people data analytics professional and a published author with over 7 years of experience across banking, consulting, and the academia. She serves currently as talent and engagement senior analyst at Citibank here in the USA, leading workforce analytics initiatives that drive strategic decision-making and business performance. Her work focuses on data visualization, AI-driven solutions, and workforce optimization, with research that has gained industry recognition and adoption. She holds dual master's degrees in business information systems and analytics and education, an MBA in human resources management, and a graduate certificate in business analytics. Kemi combines analytics expertise with HR insights to deliver scalable and high-impact workforce solutions. And our third panelist is Stanley Anokocha. Stanley is a PhD student in public administration and policy at Old Dominion University. He recently also earned a Master's of Public Administration, specializing in non-profit management from Northern Illinois University. He previously worked as a graduate teaching assistant at Michael Opara University in Nigeria. Stanley is the founder and board chairman of Education African Scholars Global Connect. This is a non-profit that supports disadvantaged African students in accessing global education opportunities. Stanley is an associate member of CIPM and has served in multiple leadership roles in the institute, including secretary and vice chairman of the Abia State Branch, member of the National Education Committee, and currently serving as the secretary of the UA Branch. So I welcome all our panelists. Thank you very much for being here. Now, today's format, before we proceed, is we are going to have guided questions followed by a time for audience interaction and questions. And you can also put your questions in the chat if you prefer to do so. This will be taken during the question and answer session. So I just want to encourage you to listen actively and engage with us very thoughtfully. And so let us begin. And to ground our conversation, let's start with strategy, okay? So before governance, before ethics, before future skills, organizations must first understand how AI is actually transforming recruitment lifecycle. AI is moving talent acquisition from administrative processing to predictive workforce intelligence. And so my first question will be to Kayode in this around strategy and innovation. Kayode, from your experience, what is the most transformative ways AI is reshaping the recruitment lifecycle? That's from sourcing to onboarding. And what areas do you believe are still under-leveraged by organizations today, Kayode?
Yeah, thank you very much, my moderator, and also want to appreciate everyone that joins in this program. I just want to confirm if I'm audible.
Loud and clear.
Okay, so thank you. Like everyone has said from the onset of the program, that artificial intelligence is definitely reshaping, HR phases and employee life cycle. I could remember vividly when I had the chance to speak in different fora. What I always tell to job applicants was that each time they want to send an application via email, what they need to do is to send the CV or job applications materials very early in the morning or late at night. The reason for doing that is because of the unconscious bias that the HR or the recruiters have the tendency to have, because there is tendency that when HR is trying to review the job application portals via email, is going to be a kind of randomization, because I will open my email once I come on board in the morning and I will see thousands of emails. How will I check that? So those that are smart among the job applicants, it is advisable, let me say at that time, that they should always send it in the morning or at night so that they can have the high chance of being selected. But that era has gone now. The era we are now is now the era of artificial intelligence, whereby all the life cycle is being transformed with this AI. So what I would just say regarding the recruitment aspect of it, and I'm going to start from the job advertisement. After we have done our necessary job analysis and we've come up with what they call job descriptions and job specifications, AI has a role to play. We have seen it. It's happening now that we now use AI to write job descriptions. We use AI to write job specifications. But what I would just say is that there is need to have a caution in this regard, because of the legal defensibility that might likely happen in the point of carrying out this process. So we have seen the AI, revamping the process of job specification, job descriptions of that process. So apart from that, at the point of advertising the job applications that HR needs to do, gone are those days whereby we are going to go to different portals to advertise these jobs. We have vendors that will come and sell these applications to HR professional or organizations that they have what they call AI recruiting tool.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear. Just go ahead.
Okay, so they have AI tools that will penetrate all different databases or recruitment portals. There is no need to advertise in different job portals. There is this integration of AI that will be embedded in our applicant tracking system. And what it's going to do is to go to LinkedIn, to go to Indeed, to go to Glassdoor, to even sort out passive candidates. Apart from those, and if you look at it in terms of numbers, we have reasonable number of passive candidates. They are even more than the active candidates. So this AI goes as far as trying to attract passive candidates, and we are seeing the transformation in that regard. So from that level, we are also going to move to what they call pre-screening level. And I will say that that is the part of recruitment processes that takes reasonable number of time, if we should look at it. That is why our president said at the beginning of the program that AI is trying to transform recruiting process from being administrative to strategic. So that's area of repetitive work. AI is now taking over in that regard. So instead of recruiter or HR to be sorting CVs, thousands of CVs, for example, for 500 Fortune that has millions of applicants, it is practically impossible to check all those CVs. So what the AI vendors, those that are really developing this AI, tell the organizations is that the artificial intelligence tools that is being integrated to our applicant tracking system as a way to screen these CVs, and it is going to reduce the time to hire this number of people. As a matter of fact, I went through a research and it said the numbers reduced from 40 days to like 2 days. That is what it can do. And aside that, I'm going to move to what they call selection techniques. After the screening has been done, we now have the AI shaping our selection processes. And I need to sound a note of warning in this our selection process. If you want to use it for interview, we need to run our validation test. And we have a lot of legal cases in United States as a result of these. So when we are trying to run our selection processes through artificial intelligence, there are a lot of let me say a lot of professional validation that we need to do to ensure that this thing goes the way it's supposed to go. So we use AI now to schedule interview. We use it to automate calendar, because at the point of application, it's going to ask the candidate, when are they going to be chanced? And the AI is going to send what they call automatic email to these people. And what I will also say in this regard is that I recommend what they call battery assessment. Instead of using one technique of assessing candidate or in terms of assessing the candidate, there is need to combine structured interview with our personality test, with our cognitive test. And we need to know that of all these selection processes, cognitive, GMA, cognitive test, has a high level of predictor to job performance. So when the vendors come to us and say our artificial intelligence can do or what they call structured interview, we should also need to ask them that do they have battery assessment, so that we can combine all these selection techniques, cognitive, personality, and interview. And we have been seeing AI, shaping these selection techniques. So in terms of onboarding, it is also very important to talk about the framework that we need to use. For every organization, the onboarding processes will fall into these frameworks. The first one is compliance. So what is the meaning of compliance? Compliance means once the new employee comes on board, we have the custom to give them employee handbook. We have the custom to give them some forms to sign, such as non-disclosure agreement, some trade restraint clauses that they need to sign. So we now have the AI, shaping this phantom. So what we does AI normally do in this regard is to have a kind of functional AI chatbot as employees come on board if they have any question, because the AI will have been trained in terms of all these documents that we have in the system. And once they have the question to ask, instead of, keep going to the supervisors will now focus on coaching. So if they have any question to ask, they can quickly query the chatbot, and the chatbot will give them a quick response. And in terms of what they call caution, what we normally do is that we give what they call one-time caution. Once somebody come on board, we say, oh, this is the caution that we have in the organization. Although we cannot automate caution using artificial intelligence, but there are recommendations that we can do. Once an employee comes on board, within 3 weeks, we can roll out a pulse survey that, oh, how are you relating with the team? That pulse survey can just have a one question, and the artificial intelligence can quickly analyze what it means. And because of that, HR can quickly make some recommendations and do a kind of checking that, oh, there is something wrong with this caution. Another thing is connection. The old rule of thumb was that once an employee comes on board, we are going to introduce them to different employees, department and the rest. There is something that we can do that AI is doing these days. There will be a benchmark in the machine learning. So that benchmark is, how often do people send email? Do they share the drive? So once we have the benchmark, so what we are going to do once an employee comes on board in the artificial intelligence is that once the employee is not sending mail, is not sharing the drive, the machine learning will come up with a score that, oh, there is a low engagement. This person is not really connecting, and it's going to trigger in the system. And with that, HR can know what to do.
Thank you so much, Kayode.
Okay,
thank you. I'm afraid we need to, you need to hold on there for now. And I'd also like to remind the other panelists, as you're coming on, that you have a maximum of 3 minutes, please, on each question, please, so that we can do justice to what we have to cover today. Thank you so much. Thank you for that great start, Kayode. Building on that, I'm going to go on to Kemisola. Kemisola, innovation introduces tension between data and human intuition. So my question to you is, there's growing emphasis on predictive talent insights, right? How should organizations balance data-driven predictions with human judgment to avoid over-reliance on algorithms in hiring decisions, Kemi?
All right, thank you, Indy. I'm actually navigating between two screens, so in case you see me looking around. In answering your question, I'll start off by saying that what is predictive talent? I'll try to be concise because of our time, as she has said. So what is predictive talent? Predictive talent insights is using your data, your information, past and current workforce data to forecast likely outcomes. They look at your correlations, relationship, and patterns, like your performance trends, retention, time to productivity, and skill alignment to guide your hiring decisions about who is likely to succeed in that particular role. Now, before we talk about even how to balance the AI predictions, what should HR know? HR professional must understand that they have to do regular reviews and also understand how these hiring softwares, tools, and platforms actually works. Like, what data does it use, what to ignore, what the software ignores, and how it ranks or calculates candidates. Now, your understanding of that would help to prevent blind trust, over-reliance on the tools, and to protect you against unconscious bias. I mean, it may not be unconscious bias because this is the system, but it will help you protect against potential biased inform the algorithm, and also ensure accountability in the hiring process. Now, back to the question two, how do we balance AI-driven predictions with human judgment? What human judgment? This is human intelligence. Just like we have artificial intelligence, we have the social and cultural intelligence. We also have human intelligence. So how do we want to balance AI-driven predictions with this human judgment or intelligence? First is HR must do regular review. You should review, that's the human review. You should review your AI-generated insights and allow it guide you. It should actually guide, not control your decisions. HR can do your screening, it can do candidates ranking, it can flag skill alignment, they can have those skill sets for you. I mean, I like those keywords for you with that algorithm. But they can even also help you reduce your time to shortlist, but they shouldn't make that decision. Here in the United States, we have the Big Four and Fortune companies still relying heavily on telephone interview, virtual and in-person interviews. And you wonder why. Yes, I'm aware that some people have started using AI assessment interviews, to do interviews. But, they can help to actually speed up that hiring process. But sometimes they miss those key words, those key skills that algorithm when they are used differently. So for instance, if some key skill sets are used differently, your algorithm may not be able to pick that. But with an experienced recruiter reviewing some of those top skills or shortlisted skills, they can identify those missing keywords. And in addition to balancing that AI predictions with human judgment, what should HR do? HR needs to understand that they can actually override AI insights where key informations are missing. Sometimes key factors may be missing. You just don't take that data hook, line, and sinker and say, I'm going to be using that. No, you don't throw your human experience and expertise off the window because you have AI. Now, another ways to balance this is you want to introduce your diverse interview methods. You have your structured interview, panel discussions, assessment centers. You have them at your choose. You can leverage on that to weigh your score vis-a-vis the AI score. Just do not make your AI to decide the total response, your hiring decision. Finally, predictive hiring should actually complement human judgment. They can support your patterns, recognitions, detections, and the likes, but humans should interpret those contexts. They should assess potential and strategically align it to the organization and the talent and organization fit. And in doing so, you are able to hire fairly, ethically, and legally compliant. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kemisola. Great response, and particularly for someone who is so well-versed in data analytics. Now, strategy is only as strong as tools that we use. So we can only have strong strategy depending on the tools that we use. And many human resources professionals feel overwhelmed in the artificial intelligence market space. Now, my next question goes to Stanley. And Stanley, my question is, knowing the right AI tool is quite important, right? Now, many human resources leaders struggle with selecting the right artificial intelligence tools. What strategic criteria should organizations consider when evaluating AI recruitment technologies to ensure alignment with long-term talent goals?
Yeah, thank you so much. I think I will be very, very brief because we have actually spent much time on this. I'll just be pointing it out. Thank you. I think for you to know the actual strategy or the strategy to use, you need to first of all, have a clarity of purpose. What I mean by that is, what exact problem are we trying to solve? Is it sourcing issue? Is it screening? Is it interview scheduling? Is it onboarding? Is it internal mobility? So if you're able to determine the exact problem you want to tackle, that will now help you to know the kind of AI tool you should adopt. For instance, if you are trying to do a talent sourcing, you can try an AI tool like LinkedIn Recruiter. There is an AI tool there's another one we call Hire EZ. That's for talent recruiting. Then if it is for resuming, if it's for like a resume screening, to try something like Eightfold AI. It's another tool that you can use. If you want to do like something like interview scheduling or candidate engagement, like have a conversational thing with the candidates or all of that, then you can try the one we call Paradox Olivia. So this one is another one that automates communication and coordination, and it reduces administrative workload for you. Now, there's another one you can also try. They call it, like for instance, if you're actually looking at driven assessment. So that one is higher view, or I think we call it biometric. Yeah, biometrics, yes. So with that one helps you to structure algorithms to evaluate competencies or cognitive traits. So these are different AI tools that one can use to be able to know the exact strategy. If you're in, but the particular thing you're doing determines the AI you're going to use, because different AI apps or different AI tools works different things. There are so many. I had the opportunity when I did my internship in one of the villages here in Illinois. I worked under the HR manager, and we did recruitment processes, and during the recruitment process, we had to get different AI tools for me to be able to, like, if I'm to post the job description, what particular language am I going to put there so that the AI will not screen away the real candidate that we need. So, there is always a challenge, and that's most times when you don't prompt the AI well, you might end up, when you're trying to get talent, you might end up losing the talent because you have not actually prompted the AI. And then once the person sends his or her CV, you will see that the AI will just screen it out and send the person automatic email, because the actual weddings that the AI is looking for, you did not prompt it well. And some of these tools helps you to be able to prompt well. So the second one I can talk about is job-related validity. I mean, you need to treat AI like a selection test. So it must be job-related. You need to kind of have it to be able to influence your hiring decisions. So with all of these tools, you need to kind of determine, before you start your recruitment or before you start any process, you should be able to know the actual thing. So if to know what you're actually doing, is it sourcing, is it onboarding, is it internal mobility, is it resume screening and all of that, this will actually drive you to the actual AI you will be able to use. And that in itself is a good strategy for you to be able to recruit well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stanley, for that insight. So far, we have examined how artificial intelligence enhances efficiency. We've talked about prediction and even strategic alignment, like you've just finished. But innovation without governance can create unintended consequences. We all know that. So, for example, if AI improves speed in recruitment, what we must ask now is, does it improve fairness? Does it protect equity? Does it build trust? This means that the responsibility of fairness or ensuring equity does not disappear with AI. It actually increases. And so now, on that note, we are going to move into the second dimension of this discussion, which is ethics, fairness, governance in AI-driven hiring. And my first question to Kayode, briefly, in 2 to 3 minutes, can you just let us know? AI promises efficiency, right? But there are concerns, like we said, around bias. You even highlighted it initially in your first response. There are concerns around bias. There are concerns around transparency and fairness. Now, my question is, what ethical risk do you see HR teams overlooking? How can organizations build responsible artificial intelligence governance framework, Kayode?
Okay, thank you. You have already highlighted some. There is what they call black box ethical problem. And the meaning of black box is, what is the essence of having algorithm without knowing what is being coded in the algorithm? I worked in a software organization, and that software organization is a local organization that built software from the beginning. And what I did tell them then was that it is good to know how to code, but it is another thing to know what to code. And that what to code, we need to be very conversant with that. A lot of algorithm, a lot of artificial intelligence that organizations use, some people don't know, or the HR don't know what is being coded in that algorithm. So that is why it is very important, as we are now subscribing to AI vendors, we need to ask them. We need to understand the business processes that is involved in that algorithm. Majorly, they do a kind of regression model. And regression model, we have the dependent and independent variable. So the independent variable is a success criteria, the benchmark for the previous hires. So we use the previous hires to model the likely future performance of those that we want to hire. But it is a good thing to know about these things. So the ethical issue regarding this is that what is being coded, we need to know it, because once legal issues happen, what the court normally demand for is the explanation of what is coded in that algorithm. And that is where HR needs to be very to take note of that. And another thing that I will say is the issue of data privacy. I mentioned the other time that the AI that they are using now, they don't need to post in different medias. The AI will just penetrate all the social medias. So because of that, as at 2024-2025, European Union, established AI laws regarding this. And we have been seeing it in the United States. Where I am in Illinois, if you want to collect data from applicants, you need to tell them what you want to use that data to do. And that is why once you are applying for a job, they are going to ask for the consent. And that consent is very important. It's just to protect the ethical dilemma or the legal issues that might transpire in the process of that recruitment process. So another ethical risk that I see is that majorly AI normally stop where the after the selection has been done. And I tend to frown against that. After the recruitment has been done and the AI has chosen the right candidate, there is need to know, to model what is the performance of the new hire that the AI has just gotten. So that performance will now tell us if there is correlation. They can run a correlation in AI to determine what is the predictive value of this AI regarding the actual performance. It's just for us to get the performance data of the current employees and do the modeling. So once we do the modeling, AI now stop and say, oh, I am done with my recruitment. There is need to take this modeling back to the data that we have already trained to find out the mistake that he had made. But people don't do this. And finally, what I will say is asking employees to give us data. So there is this ethical question that we need to ask. Organizations asking employees to give them data. We have people collecting data about performance using game assessment and the rest. Should organization pay for these employees? It is very important because they use this information they collect from the applicant to train the machine learning. And this is an ethical issue. We have it all over the states now. They're now trying to strengthen the governance issue. So what the organizations need to do, that's where I'm going to stop, is to audit the algorithm. My colleague has said that on a periodic basis. Another thing is to make sure that they run the validity. I always mention that. I review the cases, the legal cases that United States normally have. Once they get to the law court, what they always ask them is that go and bring the job analysis of what you have used. So it is very important for AI for organizations to run what they call criterion-related validity is very important. What is the correlation between this AI with the performance? And with that, they are going to navigate all these ethical dilemma. Thank you.
Thank you, Kayode. You've highlighted very critical issues. So basically, governance around AI must be intentional. It must not be reactive. And I would like Kemisola to take this further, this particular dimension that we are discussing further. And so Kemisola, as regulators, as regulators introduce AI-related hiring laws, such as, for example, audit requirements for automated decision tools, how should HR teams prepare to comply with all of this while still driving innovation? What are your thoughts on this?
All right, in answering your questions, let's look at those three key terms in context of hiring. Ethical hiring, for instance, is the practice of selecting candidates fairly, without bias, in a very transparent and respectful manner to all candidates. Fairness, on the other hand, is when candidates are being evaluated without bias or disadvantage. Governance is the process of overseeing and ensuring compliance and accountability. Now, in order to prepare AI-related hiring for in order to prepare for AI-related hiring regulations, what HR should do and start with is understanding the process, ensuring that the process is transparent and explainable. Kayode had earlier mentioned about black box, but what he's actually talking about is those generative AIs where you can actually explain, you understand how the software works, and you can explain how the evaluation process is being calculated, the metrics and the likes. And the essence of it is that you can use it for audit, for litigation. And the fact that you apply it to all candidates, it can have adverse impact. Adverse impacts are unintended, but they are legally, they have legal implications. So you have to know how to explain and justify the result of your AI insights or scores. That being said, HR should also establish clear ethic policies. They should outline what is acceptable, define accountability, and set up regular audits he has mentioned earlier. So you can do a monthly or biannual or quarterly reviews of your AI results vis-a-vis the actual hire to check unintended bias. Like I mentioned, they can be actually unintended and have adverse impact. And that's a serious issue here in United States. Organizations should also establish accountability structure and provide trainings for managers. And we know that the reasons why people leave the organization, according to surveys, that they're managers. So managers need to be trained about ethical AI practice, because they're actually by the time you have to go to the second interview, you speak with the head of the department or whoever is going to be in the department. It has to pass through them. So they need to be trained on that. And then another thing is that continuous monitoring and feedback loops. You just need to put those structures in place to ensure that, to help you identify all bottlenecks and anywhere that there are discrepancies, so you can correct them before you are caught in the web of litigation. We cannot overemphasize documentation. You need to document your AI tools, decisions, and outcome to help you with your audit trails and requirements. Finally, by combining all of these measures, you can leverage them effectively and uphold while you are still uploading fairness, transparency, accountability, and of course, legal standard. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kemisola. Quite important insights. And what I'm hearing is that compliance and innovation are not opposite. They must coexist, and we must be intentional about it. So Stanley, coming for you next. Beyond compliance lies something even more fundamental, that is candidate trust. Candidates are increasingly aware when AI is involved in screening and assessment. How can organizations maintain trust, transparency, and a positive candidate experience when automation plays a major role?
Yeah, this very question is very, very important, especially in the world of AI that we are into right now. I would say as a HR practitioner, I would recommend that the recruiter should be honest, be clear, and as well be human, especially when automation is working behind the scenes. First, when I talked about being transparent, you need to be transparent. We should tell the candidates when an automation tool is used, what it does, and what data it considers. Just like I said before, when you are pushing out your job description, there are some basic wordings you're going to put there, and you're going to prompt the AI that this is what you're going to look at in every CV. So if AI doesn't see that, AI will consider that person null and void. Even when that person is, just like I was trying to explain, you are trying to recruit talent. You are not trying to kill. You are trying to recruit. So if you are not transparent, if you are not honest with what you're putting out there, you will end up not getting the talent that you needed. At the end of the day, because this is automation, it is machine, it is AI, it is not human being. So once it doesn't see what it needs, it doesn't care. It's not in your head. It's working with what it is seeing on the system. Just like we say that computer is all about garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you put is whatever you're going to get. So you need to do that. And secondly, you need to explain the why in a plain language. Why are you using this? Why do you need this talent? Why do you need these people? Why do you need this? So with that, candidates need to know the actual algorithm. They need to know the process is fair, is job related, and it's also consistent. At the same time, you should also try to keep a human touch point in the whole process. So I recommend at least one human review stage of the process, because you cannot leave everything to AI to do for you. You know, if you leave AI to do it, AI is just working like a machine. So if you don't, like I said before, if you don't prompt it well, it's going to give you whatever it wants. Take for instance, I always use, because where I have this interface more in AI is dealing with my students, because that is where I am in academics. And in most cases, you see students submit something. I always tell students is, okay, you can use AI to do your assignment, but it shouldn't be AI that should do the assignment for you. However, AI should guide you in doing the assignment. So you shouldn't just take my question and put to AI and tell AI to answer it. AI will just give you jargons. But if you are in my class and you're able to learn what I teach and you're able to prompt it in line with what I told you in the class, you will see that AI will be speaking like your lecturer. So AI is all about. So this taking it to the recruitment process. You need to kind of prompt AI in such a way that when the person pushes in his CV, AI will actually recognize that, okay, this is what I'm looking for. And you need to tell the people. That's why even if you look at some organizations, some of these scholarship or even admission, or even some of these schools that admit people, before they do admission, they normally hold what we call webinar session. Now that webinar session, they will explain to candidates what the selection committee is actually looking for in your application. That is what you should do with AI. Trying to tell people that are applying what they need to do, what they need to put in their statement of purpose, in their CV, is what particular department needs you to put. So if you're able to have those words, you will get your admission. If it is scholarship, you get a scholarship. I have applied so many scholarships in the past, even in my organization where I am the founder and chairman of the board, where we do some of these things. Any scholarship opportunity we have pushed out there, we normally organize a webinar session. So we will coordinate the candidates, we will guide them properly so they don't go there and write nonsense. When we are able to provide this information, they will be able to write very well. So in summary, what I'm trying to say here is that transparency is not just a press release, but it's a candidate experience. It's a candidate experience design choice. It's something that helps a candidate to design his own choice and be able to put in the right words so that he or she will be shortlisted for that position. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stanley. That kind of reinforces the idea. What we're hearing is that transparency is now like is a competitive advantage, in hiring process. So now, thank you, everybody. We have discussed strategy. We have examined governance. Now let's look inward, right? If AI is transforming systems, it must also transform the professional, us. The question is no longer, will recruiters use artificial intelligence? No. The question now is, what kind of recruiters must we become in an AI-empowered environment? And so to quickly look at our last dimension, which is skills of the future and evolving role of the recruiter, I'm going to call back on our panelists to briefly, like 2 to 3 minutes each, to respond to the questions that I have for them in this dimension. First, Kayode, we all hear there's a fear that artificial intelligence will replace recruiters or replace people, to start with, professionals, and then and also recruiters. Yet we also hear that others argue that it will not replace, but it will only elevate them. How do you see artificial intelligence redefining the role of modern talent acquisition professionals, Kayode?
Thank you. So I'm one of the advocates that believes that AI will never replace the role of recruiter or HR professional. Because one thing that we should look at is that we need to look at the way we start. The first thing in AI transformation is the success criteria. Before AI can start work, there is need to have a success criteria, what the AI will model. So who will do this modeling? We need to focus on the existing hire and come up with some dynamics that we want to use. So HR or recruiter will start the process. AI will enhance the process. And what we normally recommend is that AI should not be the final decision in the recruitment process. HR should also, or recruiter should be the final decision. So that being said, another angle that I will also try to say regarding that is there was a time as at 2024, 2025, even though the LinkedIn survey rollout for the talent acquisition professionals, over 60% believe that they would like to use AI. On the flip side, when they survey the applicants, more than 60% believe that they don't want to apply for jobs that use AI. That calls for a serious question. Why? Just because of the perception of fairness that these applicants have. So because of that, the model that is recommended is what they call AI woman hybrid. There is need to collaborate AI with women to make good decisions. And another thing I will also mention here is candidate experience is of great value. Applicants want a kind of woman touch experience. So because of that, recruiters still have a role to play in terms of negotiation of salary, in terms of persuading the employees to stay in an organization. That is really very important. And one of the, let me say, one of the dark side of AI is that it is very difficult, to access some soft skills. Because by the time you do your modeling in the, in the natural language processing, once you are doing interview with AI, they will have done the models that, as I'm doing the interview, the way I'm doing my hand, what does it mean? Okay. Caution dive different. If I do like this, it might mean confidence. If you put confidence in your algorithm and the person just is nervous, nobody knows. So it takes the HR or recruiter that have the emotional intelligence to really get the keys, in assessing the applicant. That is why I would say HR still has a role to play as far as AI is concerned.
Thank you so much. So what we are hearing is that it's not a replacement, it's rather it's augmentation. So augmenting the skills of the HR professionals. Now, in just 1 to 2 minutes, Kemisola, what new competencies, technical, analytical, and human-centric, competencies must recruiters develop to remain competitive and to add value in an AI-powered recruitment ecosystem? 2 minutes must.
All right. So just like I've said, in today's AI-powered recruitment ecosystem, they just have to combine all three. There is no one important or less important. Everything is very important to remain competitive and to add value. The essence is, what is value in your organization? That you need to answer yourself. And then beyond the technical sourcing and interviewing, recruiters need to be tech savvy. You need to be familiar with the e-recruitment diverse methods that we have, and ability to use these modern recruiting tools, softwares and platforms, how it works. You don't need to learn how to use every, of course, you can't even use every, know how to use every, but basic functions of those platforms would be very, very important. For example, organizational leverage, job boards, social media recruiting, beyond the regular ATS that we are all familiar with. Companies even leverage their career portals, LinkedIn Talent Insights, or this platform, Etelo, that allow recruiters to actually target candidates based on skill alignment, their experience and market trends. And one key thing that you need to understand about leveraging this tech savviness is because you need to not just look beyond the skills, their experience and how it aligns with the market trends and how it aligns with organization goals and objective. So this will help you to leverage, to attract the right skill sets to your organization. Analytically speaking, you need to also, recruiters need to understand how to, they need data literacy. Let me just put it that way. Data literacy. You need to understand how to interpret those recruitment metrics and how to evaluate your social channels effectiveness. And the essence of that is to ensure that you want to know the effectiveness of those platforms, reduce costs, because organization pays for some of those platforms and they are very expensive. So you want to check all those, you want to evaluate their effectiveness, the metrics, how it adds to the organization, like the revenue per employee, cost per hire, time to hire. So you want to save cost and adjust those things and then prioritize your candidates. Then for the human-centric skills, recruiters need strong communication skills, emotional intelligence, interpersonal relationship skills to recognize and attract the right candidates that are culturally fit and they are great potential to the organization. For time's sake, we need to be a continuous learner, whether you are a recruiter or you're an HR professional. Everyone should be apt to learning, continuous learning, and flexible, adaptable to, to stay in current with evolving AI tools. That way, HR and recruiters is able to make more strategic hiring decisions while also remaining a critical strategic partner in the organization. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kemi. And I am forced to end it here in terms of the questions I have for you, because we still have to give our audience some time to ask questions and engage. So I'm going to stop here asking you questions. Thank you for your insightful responses to the various questions. I would like to open up for the audience now to ask any questions that they might have. Please just indicate with a raise of your hand, and then we can ask you to unmute and then ask your questions. You can also drop your questions, like I said initially, in the chat, and I will read them, and a member of the panel will respond to it. So now we would like to welcome your questions. If you have any, just show by raise of your hand, and we'll ask you to unmute and ask your questions. I can see Love Ezema Ma. Please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, mine is not actually a question. I just want to appreciate the panelists for a job well done. They have taken us through a lot about the AI thing, and I think that's why it's important for us to participate in this kind of conferences. So I thank God that I'm part of it. But I just want to make something very clear to all HR practitioners that we should not rely 100% on AI outcomes. We need to apply our skilled expertise to check the AI outcomes so that we do not make costly mistakes in our recruitment and selection processes. That is my own take in all of these things, because the AI is just like a support system. It's like just a tool that has been generated to help us in our practice as HR practitioners. So we should not just give in totally to it without using our own expertise, because it's really important for us to make sure that whomever we are recruiting in our organization is the right person with the right skills. So that is my own take. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Absolutely, you're absolutely right. And we know that sometimes artificial intelligence depends on historical data, and it also means that any bias in historical data will reflect in the result that we have. I wonder if any member of the panel wants to add any other further perspective on that. You can just jump in.
Could you repeat the question again?
It wasn't a question. She was just saying that HR professionals should not solely depend on artificial intelligence. And we've already discussed all of that. There's always that added check. So I was just wondering if anybody wants to, add more to that before I go to the next question.
I think Coyote and I already addressed that, talking about not overly relying on the AI insight. He talked about black box, and I emphasized that in saying that you need to make it explainable to justify those decisions. And also I addressed the human reviews, and also adding to different methods and techniques. For instance, instead of using just AI scores, after your assessment, you can also do interviews, that assessment centers and the likes, and then you are not overly using the AI score, you are balancing it. The interviews and the likes should be, the AI result should guide your decisions, just to ensure that, there are consistency and there are no discrepancies.
Yeah, in addition, okay, would you want me? Okay, I just
Okay,
wanted to say
let's
something.
just go, because we have a couple of questions and we're really running out of time. So we have a couple of questions in the chat. So I would like us to address those ones instead of overflogging this one. So Tola Arogundade, I'm sorry if I'm not getting your name right.
Arogundade.
Please forgive me. But Tola is asking, says, you mentioned black box. If a candidate gets rejected and nobody can explain why, not even the HR team, not the vendor, not even the developer, who exactly is accountable for that decision?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if we should look at it very well, that is the essence of auditing. So it's very important at periodic basis. It's possible that the organization has audit team, or if possible, the HR team, look at the system and comes up with lesson learned from the mistake that the machine made. And that was the reason why the speaker that spoke last said that we should not exclusively depend on this AI. There is tendency that it makes error. So at every point in time, there is need for HR to keep auditing these algorithms so that it will not lead to costly mistake. So that's very important.
Thank you. Kemi, you want to add to that quickly?
Yes. So who is going to be accountable for that decision? It's your organization that will be accountable. It's not the vendor. Like if the candidate is going to be suing, there's going to be suing. The candidate does not know the vendor. It's the candidate interview with you, and you would be the one responsible for that. So it's not going to be the vendor. That's why you as an organization, you need to be accountable. You need to put structures in place. You need to even put vendor policies in place to say this is our own standard ethical process, AI-driven process that the vendor must comply with.
and that was why I made mention of human part of the recruitment process. You should not hand over everything to the AI. Now, even if you want AI should like guide you, and it should be handled by a HR practitioner, a HR professional who knows the right word to be put there. Because you're talking about talent recruit, you're talking about skills. Now, you know about this job, you know the job description, you know the job requirements of this particular job. Why, when you are now prompting the AI, you prompt the AI in accordance with the job requirements, the skills that are required in that job, so that the AI will actually recognize what you're saying. But if you leave it to somebody who is not a practitioner, who doesn't know much about this job, who only knows about, okay, if it is this job, it's supposed to be like this, then the person will do it anyhow. And whatever the person puts in there, the AI will just work with that. And just like I said, it's about garbage in, garbage out. So, like Anna asked, the management will be held responsible. And then when the management comes to count for it, they will now hold the HR practitioner or the HR manager responsible.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. We've really gone above our time. And there are also comments. People have made comments in the chat, not necessarily questions. Oloro, Olufunsho has also said that yes, AI is a tool and cannot replace human beings, as we have already agreed on that. I must say that we would love to continue this discussion and engagement, but we are really running out of time. And so I just want to say thank you so much to everyone. Thank you for audience. People have
One
asked
second,
questions.
please.
Okay.
Moderator, 1 second. Please, let's our panelists answer the question of Feyike Adeleye. Wow. Can we have a list of these AI recruitment tools, sir? We are learning. So let them answer that question before we go.
Okay.
Yes, I mentioned those. Maybe I will drop them on the chat box. I mentioned those AI tools you can use. Maybe what I'm going to do is to drop them in the chat box. When I answered the first question, I talked about the LinkedIn Recruiter, Hire EZ, talked about Eightfold AI. I talked about Hire Value. So I will just kind of compile all of them and then put there. Then you can just, they are all, if you just type, like for instance, if you need the Eightfold AI, just type eightfold.ai. It will take you to where you will sign up and then you can create accounts. All of them are there. If you want each of them, you just type the name and put .ai. It will just take you to where you can sign it up, and some of them are paid, some of them will give you like 7 days grace period. After then you will start making monthly payments and all of that. But some of them are kind of free. But some of them that are free may not give you the actual experience you need. You need the paid version for you to be able to get the real thing or the real services they're offering.
Okay.
And finally, the last question.
And somebody also said that what can you say about ChatGPT as an AI generative, and how is it different from other AI generatives? Okay. And so just before any member of the panel responds to that, just to say that we are actually focusing on AI in terms of recruitment, talent acquisition, okay, right now. Because if you want to now start talking about AI, artificial intelligence in all aspects, we won't leave this place today.
Yeah.
So we're trying to focus on recruitment and selection, talent acquisition. But I must say that it doesn't end here. If you still have any question, please put it in the chat. What we are going to do, and we are going to take our time to do, is to respond. We have your contact, we have your emails. We are going to respond to you specifically in any question that we have not had time to answer today, because we are on our time, ahead of our time, so we need to really round up. Thank you so much for the engagement. We have explored artificial intelligence, that the way is enhancing efficiency and accuracy in talent acquisition, the way AI is supporting decision making through all the aspects that we've discussed. One thing that we are leaving here is that AI is not replacing HR professionals, but HR professionals who leverage artificial intelligence responsibly will redefine the profession, including talent acquisition. And as CIPM members, we are not passive. We are not passive observers of this shift. We are actually the architects of it. So I want to say thank you so much to our distinguished panelists for their thought leadership. I want to say thank you to you, the audience, for engaging in this critical dialogue. And once again, congratulations to CIPM USA for a remarkable first year. Thank you all.
Yes, I have dropped those tools there. So for you to, if you go to the chat box, you can take them there. And just like the moderator said, you are free to continue the conversation as we move on.
Thank you.
So
Over
much.
to you, Taiwo.
Over to you,
Okay. Thank you very much to our moderator and panelists for this rich and enlightening session. Like, this was really engaging. I mean, the insights shared were really, it's focused on the future of HR and in the age of AI. So moving forward, we'd like to welcome every participant who joined us during this session. We are glad to have you. And we would move ahead to the goodwill messages from CIPM leadership, HQ staff, branch leaders, and other invitees. So we could actually do this within like 8 to 10 minutes. Thank you.
They can raise up their hand.
So at some point we will need to take screenshots. We need to take pictures, but not maybe.
Okay, Love Ezima, thank you so much. Can we have you, please? Kindly go ahead, Love Ezima.
You can just go ahead and unmute yourself, ma'am. Love Ezema, you can just go ahead and unmute yourself.
All right. Yay. All right. Thank you so very much. Thank you, the USA branch. I want to appreciate the chairman and his team for organizing this 1-year anniversary. It's really a good one. And thank you also for taking us through the very contemporary issue concerning HR and the AI, the synergy between using AI to recruit and do selection as an HR practitioner. That's a very good topic, and I'm sure most of us here, we have really learned a lot about the limits to using AI. So I want to thank you so much, and I appreciate this conference, and I'm happy that you are having your conference and first year anniversary. And I'm also grateful that I am part of it, at least for the first time. When we had our own in Lagos State branch 23 years ago, I started it then, and it was as beautiful as we have just had here, because we also talked about contemporary issue, which was health and safety issues in the Nigerian work environment. At that time, it was really apt, and we have it. And one of the things that really impressed me about our conferences, even the national conferences, is that national and state conferences, that we have the opportunity to gain a lot of knowledge from the issues that are contemporary in the society. So, and vis-a-vis how it affects the organizations where we work. So I really appreciate this particular conference, and I say keep up the good work, and we will always be there to support you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It's great to see you join us today. Machidima Obiechisi, could you please go ahead? Thank you.
Thank you so much, our moderator, and good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Madam President.
Madam Vice President. Thank you, my chairman. My chairman, I thought that since we are taking goodwill messages from leadership, I should just congratulate the CIPM US branch
Thank you.
for attending your 1 year. You know, when a child becomes 1 year, it is usually big celebration. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
By this time, December 14th, 2024, we actually sowed a seed in United States, but today you have grown, you have blossomed, and I can see that even membership have increased. You are not just celebrating 1 year, you are celebrating with a bang, because with this presentation here today, the topic is actually very apt, and we've all learned. So everybody that have joined to celebrate us today didn't just join, they have also learned. Thank you, Chairman, and your team for the excellent work you are doing. And this is me wishing you many more years of impact and of driving that vision for which you were established for, because I can see that you are driving it. The purpose of CIPM in the diaspora is actually to provide a platform for our members to interact, especially in these days where we now work across borders, where we have a lot of our members migrating to countries in the diaspora. It's important that we still have this community of professionals, community of home professionals who are there to provide the needed support, both professionally, morally, and in other aspects of life. Thank you so much, my chair, for doing this and for taking this vision from us and driving it with dedication and commitment. God bless you and your team. Thank you. And congratulations once more. Over to you.
You're welcome, Ma'am, Vice President.
Thank you so much, Madam Vice President Chidima. Itora, can we quickly have your comments, please, and wishes? Thank you.
Okay, good evening. My name is Itoro Obot. I'm from Nigeria. I'm so glad that I'm not HR professional. I'm in the education sector. I'm so happy I joined. I've learned a lot. So that I will not just be, when I'm confronted with some questions in the classroom, I will know what to say to my students. So I am so glad. And I want to say, in subsequent months, if there's a way I, as a person, or maybe other people, if we have a question, if we have what to say, oh, I'm confronted with this problem or with this question, can I ask? Is there any way I can ask a question? Or who can I throw my question to? Because I was invited to join this program.
So we had a question and answer session. So you mean outside the program?
Now.
Okay.
Now, maybe later on, I'm confronted with a question because I really learned a lot. I mean, a lot. I was jotting and jotting and jotting, So, later on, not now. I've had so many answers to some questions that was bothering me anyway. Now.
So,
hello, madam. We said drop your email. You can contact you anytime. Once you have your email, send email to us. We'll give you a message.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there any other person?
I think you can send email to our email. Let me drop our official email
do that
to the chat box so that you can just send us an email and we will reply you from there.
Okay.
It's there already. In addition,
somebody has already dropped it already. Sorry.
Excuse me, Mr. Those that wanted to join us in USA, you can use that email too, just like Olusegun put his phone number. You can use the email to contact us. We will respond to you immediately. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much for your kind remarks and wishes. So everyone who joined us all over the country, Nigeria, United States, and also our sister branches.
Madam Moderator, can I respond to the woman who just spoke?
It's okay.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you very much. So from my understanding of her question, she said how can she reach people in case she have questions to ask, not just now, but later because she has enjoyed the session? Madam, I would say that CIPM is for HR professional, but it's also for people managers. And we have educators in our CIPM. We have those in the education field who teach human resource and industrial relations. So you are free to join our institute. If you apply and you meet our requirements, you'll be admitted as a member. And you know the benefit of being admitted as a member. That is what you just enjoyed. Apart from the fact that you have access to all these professionals here because they're also members of the institute. So you are welcome to reach out. If you go to our website, you can reach out to the US branch. They will guide you. Since you are in Nigeria, you can also just check CIPM website, www.cipmnigeria.org, and then you go through the membership process and you'll be duly admitted. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my chair. I just thought that I should provide clarity.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mara, for that additional comment. So I'm also glad to see that there are inquiries about, joining the CIPM USA branch, and the email has been shared. Would be glad to have you join us. So we proceed to the presentation of award by the registrar. Please kindly assist us as regards the presentation of award, Ms. Oluwatoyin Naiwo. Thank you.
Good evening, CIPM USA branch. I'll first observe the protocols. The President and Chairman of the Governing Council, Malam Ahmed Ladan Gobrel, FCIPM FNLI. The Vice President, Mrs. Chidima Obie JC, FCIPM. The National Treasurer, Mrs. Ogochukwu Egbonu, FCIPM. The immediate past President, Mr. Olusegun Mojid, FCIPM FNLI. Elected council members present on this call, distinguished fellows of the Institute present on this call, our own chairman of the CIPM USA branch, Pastor Olukitibi, FCIPM, all executives of the CIPM USA branch, members of the CIPM USA branch, all invited guests. I say good evening. That's good evening from Nigeria because we're almost at 7 p.m. in Nigeria. And maybe good morning in the USA, wherever you may be domiciled. And thank you very much for attending this session celebrating the first anniversary of the CIPM USA branch. Congratulations, Pastor Olukitibi, FCIPM. Congratulations to the EXCO. Congratulations and thank you to our speakers and panelists for today. It is indeed an exciting. It's indeed an exciting time for us. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, over to you now. Can I have the awards, please? Do you want to display them so we can
display them?
Thank our speakers and panelists properly.
Okay. Secretary Stanley, could you please share your screen? Thank you.
All right. Just give me a minute, please.
Thank you, Madam Registrar. The Lord bless you, ma.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
You're welcome, ma.
Congratulations, sir. We're really proud of you and the good work that you're doing.
Thank you.
For alongside your EXCOs for the CIPM USA branch. And I know we expect more. We're Oluwatwi as an institute, but we're proud of you. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your commitment and your dedication. Thank you.
We appreciate you, ma. The HQ is doing a great job for us here, and we thank you for all you are doing as the Chief Executive of our great institute. Thank you for being online. Thank you for your time, and thank you for all the good stuff you always give us here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We're here to serve, sir. We're here to work. Thank you.
So
I'm just waiting for the awards to be displayed. Are you sharing your screen, Stanley?
Can you see my screen?
It's just coming up.
It's coming up.
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay. Start with the
Okay.
panelists.
So, okay, you want to start with the panelists? Okay.
I wanted to start with the press. I wanted us
Okay,
to start.
anyone you like. Okay, go ahead.
I'm led by you.
No,
No.
I want.
Yeah, I wanted to start from the one that is on the screen now, the president and the vice.
How can I be awarding my own president? I can't see
see.
president's one. No, I have to go with president first. It's just showing slightly. Okay. Okay, Mr. President, sir, I see you online.
Yes.
So this award is presented, Mr. President, sir. This award.
Go back to the president now, Mr.
This award is presented to our president and chairman of the Governing Council and is a Visionary Leadership Award. Can I call, please, on Mrs. Love Ezema? Please, can you do us the honors, please, of presenting this to our president? Thank you, ma. Mrs. Love Ezema, FCIPM, one of our past national treasurers at the headquarters. Please, can I have you present this on behalf of the CIPM USA Branch, the president? Thank you, ma.
Thank you so much, my registrar and CEO. On behalf of the USA branch of our great institute, I present this award, Visionary Leadership Award, to our indefatigable and amiable president, Malam Ahmed Ladan Gober, FCIPM, FLNI, president and chairman of the Council of Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, in recognition of your visionary leadership, unwavering commitment, and steadfast support towards the successful establishment and growth of the USA CIPM branch. This day, February 21, 2026. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. President. May I invite Sir Etekemba Umoren, FCIPM, to please help present the next award to our Vice President. Sir Etekemba Umoren, FCIPM. The next award to the Vice President, please. Sir Etekemba. Is he there?
Just unmute yourself and speak.
Sir Etekemba. Okay, whilst we're waiting for him, we'll go on to the next person. Can I have Mr. Akikpelu, FCIPM, to please present the award to the Vice President? Thank you, Mr. Akikpelu.
Thank you,
FCIPM.
My registrar. Please, can you confirm you can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear, sir.
Thank you, thank you. I feel highly honored today. Well, see my friend and my brother, the chairman of USA branch, for the good job. And on behalf of our president and chairman of council, I have the privilege and honor to present this token of appreciation to our amiable vice president, Mrs. Chidima Obejeze, FCIPM, in appreciation of the exemplary leadership and continued support for the advancement of CIPM USA branch and professional initiative. Today, February 21st, 2026. Congratulations to you, madam, and congratulations to you all. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Madam Vice President. Thank you for all that you do for us. And thank you for all that you do for the Institute and the USA branch. Thank you very much. Yes. Can I invite another fellow of the Institute to help present to our chairman of the USA branch? I don't know if Sir Tekemba is ready. If not, I'm going to move on to someone else. Okay, someone keeps muting me. Is there a particular reason? Someone keeps muting me.
You are not muted. We can hear you. Nobody is
No,
muting
no,
you.
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay,
We
it
can
shows
hear
that was
you, Madam
okay.
CEO.
Nobody muted you up.
Okay, Mrs. Love Ezema, please, can you do me the honors again, please? Do us the honors of presenting to Pastor Gabriel Olukitibi, Chairman of the USA Branch, FCIPM. Thank you, ma.
Okay.
Mrs. Love Ezema, FCIPM. Thank you, ma.
All right. Thank you, my registrar CEO. On behalf of the President and Chairman of Council, Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria, I present this Outstanding Leadership Award to Pastor Gabriel Olukitibi, FCIPM, Chairman, CIPM USA Branch, in recognition of your outstanding leadership, dedication, and commitment to the establishment and the growth of the CIPM USA Branch within its first year, February 21st, 2026. Congratulations, my brother.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate everyone.
Thank you.
Congratulations, sir. Congratulations to our chairman. So now, please,
Thank you,
can I go
ma'am.
to the speaker and panelists for today, please?
Yes, you have them on the screen.
Give your award to somebody. Give it to Father Nzima.
Okay, you will have to be the one, sir, to actually do that, sir. I can't do that myself. So
okay, that's okay. Thank you.
Okay, my chairman, you can give it to someone to present.
Okay, let me call on my personal, Dr. Father Nzima to do that for us. FCIPM Member Fellowship of our National Institute. Father Nzima, please, you are here, Dr. Are you left? I saw your picture now. Okay, if you don't have Father Nzima there, we go back to Madam Love. That's the fellow here. Madam Love Ezema, please present to my registrar. That's why you are in America.
Who am I presenting to now? I can't see it. Okay.
Okay,
the registrar now. See.
Please, can you give me her? I can't get it.
Okay, it's on the screen.
It's yeah.
What I'm seeing here is Pastor Gabriel.
The next one, the
next one. The next one by the side.
Okay.
Institutional Excellence Award.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, our chairman, Pastor Olutibi. Now, on behalf of the President and Chairman of Council of our great institute, I present this award of Institutional Excellence Award to Ms. Oluwatoyin Naiwo, FCIPM, the CEO, Chartered CIPO, Registrar CEO of our great institute, in recognition of your administrative guidance, institutional support, and dedication to strengthening the global presence of the institute through the CIPM USA branch. On this day, February 21st, 2026. Congratulations, madam.
Congratulations, Madam Registrar.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm really honored, sir. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome.
Mrs. Love is FCIPM. Thank you, ma.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you to the branch, and thank you to the entire ESCO and members of the CIPM USA branch. I really appreciate this honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma. So can I have the awards then for the speakers? The speaker, can I have the vice president, please? Mrs. Chidima Obejesi, FCIPM, please can you do us the honors of presenting the award to the speaker for today's session in celebration of the CIPM USA branch first year anniversary. Mrs. Chidima Obiajesi, FCIPM Vice President. Over to you, Madam.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam CE. I must say that it's a great pleasure to be here. And having listened to our panelists and speakers, I would say that they did justice to the topic. I mean, they dealt with the topic so much that no one of us that will leave this place and would say that they did not pick one or two things from what they have said. Thank you so much, distinguished professionals, for making us proud today and for delivering this topic so excellently that I'm super, super proud of you. So on behalf of our President and Chairman of Governing Council and the USA branch of CIPM and all of us here, I mean, we can't pay for the services you have rendered today, for the knowledge you have transferred, and for the nuggets you have given, which will also guide us in our professional life. I must say that you should please accept this token from us as a token of our appreciation. So this award is Distinguished Panelist Award presented to our own Kemisola Kasali, ACIPM, in recognition of your insightful contributions. I must say really, really insightful and professional expertise as our panelists today at the CIPM USA Branch first anniversary panel discussion. Thank you very much, Kemisola Kasali. God bless you. We do appreciate you. In that same vein, I will move over to, thank you so much. I'll move over to appreciate our own Kayode Adibose.
Thank you. I was just going to say that. Thank you. I was just going to say that, VP. Thank you.
Okay.
Go on, please.
Kayode Adibose, MCIPM. This is a Distinguished Panelist Award presented to you on behalf of CIPM USA for your contributions and professional expertise displayed today at this 40th anniversary celebration. Thank you so much, Kayode Adibose, Kemisola Kasali. I want to say thank you. You people dealt with this topic like professionals. I mean, AI professional, I must say, not just like HR. Thank you so much. And then my own brother, Stanley Onukwocha. Thank you. I didn't know you have become AI professional as you have just spoken. God bless you. You simply have done out knowledge in a very professional manner that have benefited all of us. In fact, I'm coming back to you for all that you have shared. Please accept the Distinguished Panelist Award presented to you today by your own branch and your own institute, the CIPM, in recognition of your insightful contributions and professional expertise as panelists seated here today. God bless you. Thank you so much for all you've done. And our moderator, Ndifreke Essien.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Our moderator, Ndifreke Essien, even from beginning, the way you started off the topic was quite impressive. The question is no more about whether AI is transforming recruitment. It is actually about how ethically we use AI and these tools. Thank you, Ndifreke, for coordinating this conversation and ensuring that we touch every aspect which we needed to touch and to learn from our HR professionals. And even like you heard, the educator among us who joined this call, who is not even a member of the Institute, also confirmed that she took a lot out of this session. So Ndifreke, I'm super proud of you, and please accept this Excellence in Moderation Award. This award, I like it. Excellence in Moderation, presented to you. Indeed, excellence, my dear. You did well.
Thank you.
Ndifreke ACN MCIP, in recognition of your professionalism and valuable contributions as moderator at the CIPM USA first anniversary panel discussion today, February 21st, 2026. Congratulations to all you panelists.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you and your contributions. And we do hope that whenever we call on
you muted.
I think you muted yourself.
Check. It's not from your hand?
Hello, Madam Chidima.
No, no, it's not from my end. I didn't do anything.
Thank you, my chair. I'm done. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much,
Yeah, we
Madam
can hear
Vice
you. Thank you.
President. Thank you,
Okay.
Madam Vice President. Thank you to all our presenters of the awards. And thank you very much to the CIPM USA branch for the recognition to various members of leadership of the Institute and to our panelists for today and to the moderator. Congratulations once again. Over to you, MC. Thank you for the honor. Thank you.
1 second, MC, 1 second. Madam Registrar, please help me give the same award to all my executive members. Their award is already on at the production, please. I will mention them one by one. The registrar, the vice president, the PRO, and my treasurer, they are sitting since the beginning of this program.
Okay. Okay, so you just want me to mention, I could just do a general award to your exco. Is that okay?
Thank you, ma. Yes, ma.
Okay. Okay, so on behalf of the CIPM USA branch, that's all members would like to present awards. And I heard it's in production stage to all the excos of the CIPM USA branch for your excellence in service, your dedication, your commitment to the development and growth of the CIPM USA branch and the Institute as a whole. We cannot thank you enough for your contributions. And we know that we can trust that you continue to deliver that same level of excellence in service, the same level of commitment, the same level of dedication to the continuous growth of the CIPM USA branch and the Institute as a whole. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Congratulations to all the EXCO members of the CIPM USA. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Over to you, our moderator.
Yeah, so on the standpoint of being respectful of everyone's time, apologies, we are 3 minutes. So I would like to invite the Vice President, Mrs. Chidima Obieje, CFCIPM, to deliver the closing remark.
Thank you, our moderator. Good evening, everyone. Confirm that you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
I hear you loud and
Yes.
clear.
Like the registrar said, it's evening here in Nigeria.
Yes.
I will just go straight to the point. But before I do that, let me first appreciate every one of you for the award. I don't take that for granted. When you do what you are committed to doing and you are then awarded on top of it, that is icing on the cake. So thank you so much. God bless you. I will go straight on the president and chairman of our governing council and all members of the leadership team and governing council on this call. All fellows on the call. I also noted that I saw Molara Onikwede, the current chairman of Oyo State,
yes,
and Rosalie Nessian, the immediate past chairman of Akwa Ibom State, and other chairmen who had joined. Thank you so much, all of you. Mr. Chairman and ESCO of CIPM USA branch, our own Pastor Gabriel Olukitibi, and your EXCO committee. For every one of them, let me not begin to mention name, every one of them, the treasurer, Stanley, Mrs. Alabi, every one of them. You've done a great job, and we must say thank you very much. Distinguished guests, fellow HR professionals, and all members of the CIPM USA family. As we begin to draw the curtain on this historic one-year anniversary celebration, my heart is full of gratitude to God and to all of you. It is one thing to dream, but it is another thing to find those who would want to key into the dream and drive it. And that is what all of you represent. I say thank you and congratulations. 1 year ago, like I said earlier, we planted a seed in the United States. Today, we see a thriving community committed to the highest standard of people management. Our theme today, transforming talent acquisition, how AI enhances recruitment and selection, has challenged us to look beyond the horizon. We have seen that a replacement
network.
think AI is not a replacement for HR professional or even the recruiter, but a superpower for the strategist. AI removes the noise of administrative volume so that we can focus on the music of human connection in all we do, in all aspects of HR. Like Charles Darwin says, it is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. And for me, in the world of HR, AI is our greatest test of adaptability. Like someone say, AI is the tool because it increases our efficiency for all we say. But the human judgment, the HR knowledge and judgment is the power behind it. As have been clearly stated by the panelists, we need to understand how AI is coded. We need to understand how to prompt AI to ensure we get the right result. We need to ensure ethical use of AI and remove biases, ensure equity. That is the only way we would show ourselves as HR professionals who actually know their onions. As we step into our second year, both members of USA and all of us here, let us not just be consumers of technology. Let us also strive to be architects of it. We should also ensure that our algorithm becomes smarter. Let our empathy become deeper. The word chartered in our name stands for excellence, and I implore all of us to ensure that excellence be the bridge between artificial intelligence and human potentials. Thank you. I want to say great thank you to the planning committee, to the ESCO who have put this together, to our speakers and everyone who endeavored to join this call to celebrate with us, with me. You know, when your child is celebrating, you are the one celebrating. Congratulations on the as you have made this first year celebration a success. I wish you many more years of innovation, growth, and transformation and impacts in the world of work across borders. Happy first year anniversary, CIPM USA, and please let us all have a very productive years ahead. Thank you very much, every one of you. Long live CIPM, long live Nigeria, long live every one of us, and long live the USA branch. Thank you very much. Over to you, my chair.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Over to you, moderator.
Thank you so much for those reflections and also for your support. I now invite the branch treasurer to kindly deliver the vote of thanks, Mrs. Margaret Alabi. Thank you.
Thank you, Tayo. President, Chairman of Governing Council, Madam Gupri, FCIPM, FILN. Vice President, Mrs. Chidi BJC, FCIPM. National Treasurer, Mrs. Ugochukwu Obonu, FCIPM. Registrar, CEO, Ms. Toyimu, FCIPM.
Thank you very much.
Go on.
Hello. Immediate past President, Mr. Shegun Mojid, FCIPM, FILN. Elected members of Governing Council, Branch Chairman, members of Governing Council, members of the Board of Fellows, Branch Executive Committee members, Chairman, Branch Head of the Committees, esteemed past Chairman, esteemed past Chapter Chairman, esteemed members of our Branch Chapter, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, we sincerely appreciate all our panelists and our brilliant moderator. You all nailed it. To our wonderful professional members who took out time out of their busy schedules, different time zones, our Muslim brethren observing Ramadan and our Christian brethren also observing Lent, and to all who attend our first anniversary celebration, especially also our fellow Madam Love Ezima, we thank you. To all are present, to all who are present, who have supported and committed, to all present, we appreciate the support and commitment, all the foundation of our growth and success. Know that our US chapter is growing up very strong. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You are speaking from Nigeria. You understand.
My system. So sorry about that.
The network is okay.
Okay, yes, okay. So sorry. Okay. To all who have taken out their service, we thank you for your support and commitment and the foundation of our growth and success. No doubt the US chapter is coming up very strong. We hope you will honor our invitation in our subsequent programs. Once again, on behalf of the US chapter chairman.
You have muted yourself.
You muted yourself now.
Sorry about that. Okay. Now the chapter is coming up very strong. We hope you will honor our invitation in the subsequent programs. Once again, on behalf of the US chapter, chairman, ESCO members, we say thank you for honoring our invitation, your time and resourceful. We're grateful. God bless you all. God bless Nigeria. God bless CIPM. God bless US chapter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, maybe Treasurer.
Finally,
One second,
please. 1 second, please. Thank you, Madam Margaret Alabi. 1 second, please. I want to mention some names because they are chairmen from all over Nigeria and overseas. They are online. Number one is our brother, Bodurin Saab, Canada branch. We have Abdul Fattah Adelu, former chairman of Osun State. Akaki Pelu, my brother, former chairman of Oyo State. We have Oladotun Akinyemi Fadansi, fellow former chairman of Osun State. I have Omolara Onipede, Oyo State. I have Lekon Yusuf, my own Alaji, Osun State. We have Tega Olonwa, Delta State. And we have one mommy online, Olamide Oludiran, a contestant for our national treasurer very soon. All of you came on board. God bless you all. Thank you. Over to you.
thank you so much. Finally, I invite the branch vice chairman to lead us in the closing prayer, the national anthem. Mr. Babatunde.
All right, thank you
Mr.
guys.
Babatola.
Yeah, so Atala, thank you. It's been a wonderful event. So I will leave with the closing prayer now. So and just as we began by inviting God to this space, so we would, use God to round off this event. So please let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you at the close of this glorious celebration with hearts full of gratitude. 1 year ago, a seed was planted on this soil far from home, and today we stand as witness to what you have grown from it. You alone deserve the praise for every milestone, every connection made, every life touched through this organization on American soil. We thank you for the hands in this room, for the sacrifices that have been made quietly and faithfully, for the leaders who said yes when it would have been easier to say no. We are reminded that those who began this work in good faith can trust that you, who started this good work, will keep supporting us daily. Lord, you brought us to this country with a purpose. You did not bring us this far to leave us. You've allowed us to plan, to build, and to thrive here, Lord. And for that, we do not take a single day for granted. Bless our presence in this nation, Lord. Let our work bring honor. Let our voices carry weight, and let our contribution to this country be undeniable. As we step into another phase, we ask you to go before us. Let our work remain rooted in purpose. Let our unity be stronger than any challenge that comes against it. Lord, give us wisdom to lead well, courage to put forward, and humility to remember why we started. Let us not be in doing good. Grant us favor in this land, Lord. Open doors that no man can shut, and let every effort that we put into this mission yield fruit that lasts. Also, Lord, bless everyone here, their families, their journeys in this country and beyond. May what was built this year only be the foundation for what is coming. And finally, Lord, we commit the next chapter into your hands, trusting that your plans for this organization are plans for good, not for harm, a future and a hope. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you
We
so
close with
much.
the
third stanza of our national anthem. Mr. Stanley, play.
Can you hear me? Can you hear the voice?
Loud and
Yes,
clear.
Regiment, can you start?
Help us to be a nation
in
worthy of
Oh,
praise.
praise.
So we Nigeria
CPP,
Hooray!
Thank you,
Yes,
thank
thank you so much
Thank
to
you.
the
Good
Thank
night,
Governing
you.
everyone.
It's a great day.
Council.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Good
Stanley,
Madam.
night.
what
Good
about the
night. Good
picture? What
night.
about the group picture, Stanley?
Oh, Stanley,
Thank
good
Congratulations.
you.
picture.
I've been taking
Good
pictures
night.
anyway.
And members stay on so you can
Stanley,
take
good picture. Quick.
screenshots.
Yeah,
Thank
Thank
you,
you
members
Madam
so
stay on.
Vice
Let
much.
me
President.
My
Thank you,
chair,
the
thank
President.
you.
Thank you, Madam
Put
Registrar.
on your
Ali, give us
camera.
good
Thank you, my
picture.
dear Love Ezema.
Yes,
Thank you,
so
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you, Madam Love. Thank
You,
you.
you,
thank you.
you,
Thank you.
you
Nice
did
to
a
see
great
you
Thank
job.
you.
again.
We
Nice to
appreciate
see
your
you again.
continued
I was with
commitment.
you during your first anniversary in Badagry,
Yeah,
So,
I remember.
you know,
That's why when I was making the speech, I
I
recalled
had you,
it because I know
yes.
you were there. You
Yeah, we
were.
were together.
And I know
Thank
you're
God.
going to do
Thank
great
you,
things in America.
everyone.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you all.
We
Stanley, our group
appreciate you.
picture.
Thank you. Good
Take the
Yeah,
job.
group
Thank you.
picture.
Where is it?
I want
Ohiago
to put.
now?
I'm putting people that are on camera because a lot of people are not on camera, so
Where
it
is
will make
Ohiago
sense.
So
now?
give
Where
people
is
time to
Ohiago?
put
If you
on.
want to
So
appear,
people
please
should put
put
on
on
their
your camera so
cameras.
that you can be on our video,
Yeah,
please.
it's only people that are on
Madam,
camera that will appear
Madam
on the.
Falaron, I greet.
Iwaku, if you can put on your camera.
Well done, madam. Thank you.
Everyone in USA, put on your camera, please.
Iwaku, if you can put on your camera, please.
Yes, Iwaku. Maybe she's busy.
My brother
Okay.
Stanley, are you in USA now or you are going back to Abia?
He's a PhD student.
He's in
You have
Abia
left us.
State.
You
That's
mean
my
you left
secretary.
Abia? You came to see that in US here. Can you imagine?
Academy is carrying me come USA.
Odogu.
Okay.
Are we taking this picture
When you are
so
done,
we can log off?
remember to come back. Oh.
Quickly. Where are other people, please?
Are we taking this picture so we can log off?
Yes,
we
I'm
are taking the picture right away.
My great Rotarian, the registrar herself, my great Rotarian.
Taking pictures.
You're welcome
Yes.
to the Rotary Club.
Thank you, ma. Good to see you, ma.
Yes.
I can see. Can't you see me?
I'm looking for you.
Your camera is not on.
My camera is on. No.
Our camera is on.
Okay.
I can see her.
Okay. I can see you now. Yes, thank you. Akin, where are you? Akin Pelu. You are with us now. Thank you, Madam Registrar.
Let me take this one.
I'm smiling.
Yes.
No.
We can see you now.
Smile again.
Thank you, Aziz. We understand.
Yeah.
Ramadan Kareem.
We have taken it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
you,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Governing
everyone.
Council, distinguished guests. Thank you all for
Congratulations.
joining the CIPM USA Branch first anniversary celebration.
Send the picture to the group.
Yeah, I will definitely. It's even in my system. So.
Mommy, the Lord bless you.
The Lord be with you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.